What's up, XRP family? Thank you guys for joining the video for today, and we have some very nice stuff to dig in. So we know that a lot of companies have come to Ripple's aid in Amicus briefs, right? And I have here a list of companies that have come to support Ripple in this case because it is relevant for the overall industry, right? For the overall crypto industry. But we're gonna show some videos, guys, of someone who's working with Coinbase speaking, and we have CoinDesk speaking as well. We're going to show you what is really going on. Why are they supporting Ripple and still haven't relisted XRP, which is quite funny, right? But let's dig in. So here we have a list of companies that filed an amicus brief in to support Ripple. Spend the Bits, which is using XRP to make payments. I Remit, using XRP as well for remittances. Crypto Council for Innovation, Investor Choice Advocates, Blockchain Association, TabJets, Coinbase, guys, who didn't relist XRP yet in the USA. And here we have Valhill Capital LLC, which is also a very big one. So let's dig in. Here we have Coinbase VP on amicus brief explaining why they did this. Let's take a look.
Have just filed to support Ripple against the SEC case. What can you tell us about that?
So we've not only filed we filed an amicus brief, a friends of the court brief, in supporting the Ripple litigation. We've also done it with the Grayscale ETP. And just broadly speaking, these are issues of fair notice, meaning regulators need to give the market fair notice of expected conduct before they take an enforcement action. I think it's been very clear over the past 5 years, the rules have been unclear. It's not clear how to, what the SEC is asking for generally. In July, we actually filed a petition for rulemaking, which is very unusual for an entity to ask a regulator to be regulated. And the reason we did that is because there's a lot of uncertainty on where different regulators have authority. And what's missing today is a digital asset securities market. There is no way to tokenize equity or debt, trade it, or issue it. There's no rule set that exists today under the SEC's purview to pursue that. And there's a lot of ambiguity on whether or not the SEC should have authority over commodities. And that's what the DCCPA is trying to help draw the line, what the CFTC's authority over commodity is and what the SEC's authority over securities is. And so the reason we file these amicus briefs is because all the policy as of to date is being done in the courts, right? So the decisions the courts are going to make are going to help draw these lines. And so until we have affirmative notice and comment rulemaking at agencies and legislation passed to mandate that, our only recourse is to have this discussion, debate in the courts, and that's why we filed those amicus briefs in support of Ripple and Grayscale.
Amazing. Well, Scott, thank you so much for your time. It's such
insane, guys. So this is actually history in the making, guys, because this is so big. This is just so big, guys. You can't imagine what is really happening right now here. This will go in the books. There will be movies about this, what is really happening right now, because this is a new asset class being regulated, finding its place in the market, right? And that is why XRP is so important, because we are talking about tokenizing debt. We are talking about tokenizing financial instruments. And that is where XRP comes into place, right? And that is why all of this is happening. Finally, people are starting to wake up of what we have been talking about for so long. And it's literally happening in front of our eyes. It is almost time, because you can just see, guys, all these companies coming to Ripple's aid is not just by coincidence. They feel the same thing is happening. They do not have the regulation to move forward, right? And this has all been programmed, guys. This is all on purpose. Make no mistake. Let's take a look what CoinDesk is actually saying. They're just basically giving an update on what is going on.
It's not just Coinbase, to be clear. It's Coinbase, the Blockchain Association, a couple other entities all filed what are known as Amicus briefs or Friends of the Court briefs, basically asking the court for permission to join the case and say, hey, we have valuable information that the SEC and Ripple have not yet shared. We believe that it would help the court, the judge, make a decision on this case by allowing us to participate and share this information. So Coinbase filed theirs last night. Blockchain Association filed theirs on Friday night. We saw Spend the Bits, which is a payment app that uses XRP, file one. We saw John Deaton, an attorney who has been following this case, file one. Basically, right now is the time for everyone who wants to participate saying, okay, well, we believe that there are important issues that are not being discussed, and we would like to weigh in. Coinbase took a pretty exhaustive view on how the SEC has been approaching the case. They had Amicus brief yesterday where they basically complained that the SEC has not provided any kind of clear guidance, and so the industry is kind of left to look around enforcement actions and things like that. They said that the SEC has not produced any actual guidance, which I think it's a debatable claim, but for the purposes of the XRP litigation, I think that's fair. And basically they said, a summary judgment on the SEC's case would not serve the industry. It would not serve the investing public. And now they're just hoping that a judge will say, okay, yeah, I believe that you have, valid grounds to join as a friend of the court, and we will look at your brief.
Very interesting, right, guys? So Johnny Deaton also filed an amicus brief. In our amicus brief, I highlight how CNBC advertised and showed individual investors how to purchase XRP. I raised the issue not to suggest that CNBC or beekeeper Brian Kelly did anything wrong, because no one did anything wrong, right? So he basically shows that XRP is a currency because of how you can purchase it, which actually proves that it's actually a currency. Coinbase has just filed amicus brief Ripple XRP case, which is the huge news going on. Well, heck, if you come out in opposition to the SEC here, might as well relist XRP, don't you think? I think so as well, right? You're doing nothing wrong. I mean, you have to be sure. You have to be sure in your case if you file an amicus brief. So actually, they should relist XRP, because if you know that you're not doing anything wrong, if you're confident, you don't have to abide by their laws, which are incorrect. Thanks to the collective effort of the XRPL community and RippleX dev engineers, XLS20 is now enabled on the XRP Ledger mainnet, and a few NFTs have already been minted. We are going to see so many things regarding NFTs, guys. It is going to be crazy with XRP right now. Remember, Solana went from $2 to $280, guys, because of NFTs. Do not forget how huge this market is and how big it can drive the price action of a cryptocurrency. Do not forget, because NFTs are something that unite people. They are something that create communities. They are things that stand for something, right? And people find their kind of avatar or their identity in it. It's like a social identity. So do not forget, don't take this lightly, because NFTs, you might want to do some more research in what is an NFT. How can I use it on the XRPL, right? Because it's very, very important. It's going to be important. Tokenization is not new to the XRPL, but this presents a key milestone for developers and creators to tokenize any asset, build innovative Web3 projects with utility. Now, don't think that you think NFT is just a picture with a monkey on it, because it's not. You can tokenize any asset, right? Remember that. Ethereum has ENS domain names, which are basically NFTs, but they're domain names. They can be used for things. They can be. You can create websites on it, guys. Web3 projects. It goes very far. It goes very deep. So this is a big thing for XRP as well. This is where the journey of the NFT world starts, and tokenization for the XRP ledger. The new standard introduces native NFTs on the XRP ledger to represent unique assets, along with efficient, secure operations to enumerate, transfer, and hold such tokens. Thank you for the patience and support in making native NFTs on the XRP ledger a reality. Damn, I cannot wait, guys, to see some utility kick in. on these NFTs. SEC getting pummeled. Coinbase FND is justified. Valhill XRP is useful currency. STB XRPL tokenization utility. DTON Retail never expected profits from Ripple. BA token can be security in secondary sales. ICAN major questions doctrine project protects crypto from SEC. Insane, guys, insane the support that Ripple has now in this case. They stand very, very strong, and this is going to be over very soon. Breaking 4 Amicus brief requests have been filed on behalf of Ripple today. In one day, guys, 4 Amicus briefs. That is insane. The Crypto Council, which describes itself as an alliance of industry leaders dedicated to unlocking the promise of crypto, has just filed within the last hour, and so has VC firm Valhill Capital. So this is, guys, just a matter of time. Remember, when this lawsuit is behind, it's really going to start. This is where everything is going to take off. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe, like. See you in the next one. Cheers.